Ring! The alarm clock screamed. Well, it didn't really scream. It sang opera. Badly. I opened one eye. The sun wasn't up yet, but my pet rooster, Rooster, thought it was hilarious to start the day with a song. He jumped on my head. I knew it was going to be a long day. I kicked off the covers, except my feet got tangled. I went tumbling to the floor. Thump! I landed in a heap. My bed, being a normal cartoon bed, decided to fold itself up. With me inside. Let me out! I yelled, muffled by the blankets. Finally free, I stumbled to the bathroom. I looked in the mirror. My hair was sticking straight up. It looked like a bird's nest. I tried to comb it down, but it just sprang back up. I sighed. This was normal for a cartoon, but still annoying. Getting dressed was an adventure. My pants decided to play hide and seek. My shirt shrunk in the drawer. And my zipper? It had a mind of its own. It zipped and unzipped, up and down, with a mischievous grin on its tiny metal face. Finally dressed, I went downstairs for breakfast. My mom had made pancakes. But these weren't ordinary pancakes. They were piled high, reaching the ceiling. Each pancake had a face, and they were singing a jolly breakfast tune. I grabbed a plate. The pancakes winked at me. I took a bite. Suddenly, I was flying through the air. I landed with a plop on top of the fridge. "Don't worry," said a nearby pancake. "It happens to the best of us." School was its usual crazy self. The hallways were like racetracks. Books flew through the air. And the teachers? Let's just say they were interesting. My first class was math. Mr. Pythagorean, a walking, talking triangle, was teaching us about angles. Except he kept getting distracted. He'd start juggling protractors or drawing funny faces on the board. Next was history. Mrs. Timehopper, who actually lived through all of history, told us stories about dinosaurs in ancient Egypt. The only problem? She kept jumping through time. 1 minute we were in a Roman chariot race. The next we were having tea with Napoleon. Lunchtime was a chaotic free-for-all. Food fought back, milk cartons mooed, and my best friend, a talking dog named Sparky, tried to steal my sandwich. Again. After school, Sparky and I decided to go for a walk in the park. But even the park wasn't safe from cartoon craziness. Trees sang, flowers danced, and a squirrel wearing a monocle offered us some of his nuts. As the sun began to set, I headed home. It had been a typical day in the cartoon world. Crazy, unpredictable, and definitely never boring. And as I drifted off to sleep, I couldn't help but wonder what wacky adventures tomorrow would bring.